Hi, my name is Katherine, and I am doing my TR this week on baptism. Now, this is the notes that I took from theology, and there was one specific part that kind of, it's like highlighters. It's just like stuck out like a sore thumb. That saying, like it's stuck out, and it was baptism. And I feel like baptism is such a strong thing in our faith, and I feel like as soon as we're baptized, we're part of we're part of the church. We're part of God's love. We are like, it's kind of like an acceptance to like a college or something like that. But it's more rejoiceful and more just, it's so much better. And I feel like, even though I can't remember because I was a little kid, I feel like that I look back into pictures now and just think of it, and I just know and think that, like, wow, that would have been such an amazing experience to go through. And I've watched friends and people get baptized, and I honestly feel just rejoice of their happiness and how they are. And I honestly feel like it's a gift from God. It's an honor to have such a gift and have this opportunity to have baptism in my life. And I feel like I am blessed to have it, and I feel like I am blessed to be baptized and born in a Catholic family. And I feel like this has to do with crossing the Jordan into Canaan was a type of baptism for the Israels. Joshua would renew the Mosaic covenant by having men circumcised. See, the thing is, I feel like just baptism in general is just such an important part of, if you're Catholic, it's a very important part of life. And it's kind of like something that you will never forget, like a wedding. Like, that's a very important part of your life, getting married to the person that you love. I feel like this is kind of having a vow and a faith with God and the person you love, which is God, and being accepted into the Catholic faith. And I feel like it's just so, it's kind of satisfying and mostly inspiring to me that I can participate and watch the people that I know be baptized and just hearing about it. And I feel like I just feel like it's probably one of the best things to watch, honestly. And I take prayer and faith seriously, honestly. And I feel like, I don't have, like, I need someone to open up to at Mass or someone while I'm praying. I have God, and I know God is listening. And I get to, I got Holy Communion, and I got all those things. And I feel like that I am just, again, so thankful to be born in a Catholic family, but I honestly feel like that just, I can talk to God and just everything, and thanks to baptism and then First Holy Communion, all these steps, and now I'm here in God's presence and in God's house, and I get to go once or twice a week, and I am thankful for that, and I thank God for every little thing, and I feel like people don't realize it, and I feel like people just don't realize that every little thing, to having a lunch or having a house or having a bed or having, a school to go to, and especially a Catholic school, like those are the little things that we take for granted. And I feel like that's just such an important thing that everyone, including me, misses. And when I pray because I try to pray as much as I can, and when I pray at night, I just say, thank you, God, for giving me this. And I say, thank you, God, for letting me have a Catholic education, even though, like, some of the tests are hard and things like that. I feel like, well, I can study this. I like to learn about theology and the Catholic faith. And I honestly feel like that this is a very important part of my life. And I feel like having the gift and the appreciation to have this class be partaken is just an honor. And I feel like what I try to do with the TRs also is I like to break it down. Like, I take the notes, all the notes, and the prayers we do, and I write my questions and my feelings about it. And then I look at these, and then theology, and then I look at these, and then, I don't know, but I feel like when I was taking notes today, I just felt like baptism, it wasn't highlighted or anything, it just matched with all the other words. And I feel like it just kind of popped out, and I feel like it was just something that I had to talk about. And I'm just so blessed to have it in my life, and I was baptized, and I just am thankful for that in my life. And I just feel like baptism, I feel like even people who aren't Catholic, like it's not my right or my choice to tell them they should be, but I feel like if there's someone else to talk to spiritually, your life will be better. You will have, you will have ups and downs, and a lot of downs in your life. It's not just a straight path, and there's going to be hills everywhere you go. And I know that sounds sad, but it is very true. And I feel like when I'm having a hard day, I just kind of take my time out of my day, or maybe at the end of the day, and say, God, this or this and that. And I feel like maybe it's something that's not the biggest problem, and there's other people. So I like to just pray for other people also who are going through other struggles. And I feel honestly like that I like to just pray, and I like to I try to thank and be thankful for every little thing I have. And when I just saw this with the baptism, I was like, I have to talk about this because I am so blessed to have this. And I feel like, honestly, I really did appreciate it. But now that I'm older now, and I'm in high school, and I feel like I look up, I'm so blessed to be Catholic and everything, and I get to go to church, and I get to go to church at school. And I know a lot of people, a lot of kids don't find that interesting, but I personally do. And I feel like it's a great part of my life, and I'm blessed and thankful for this opportunity in my life. And I am thankful that God has given me these people in my life, and I am thankful for, most importantly, baptism, and that my parents and everyone has put that in my life. And I am thankful to believe in God and everything, because some things don't seem real, but I feel like they do. And I feel like if it takes step by step, and I feel like it starts out, and I feel like no one can make you believe as much as you do. You have to believe. And I believe in all the things that God does and says, and because I know there was someone out there. And I just feel like it all comes back to baptism and being accepted into the church, so I can just go out there and read and just understand in the teachings of God. So I am most importantly thankful for baptism. And that will be the end of my TR. Thank you very much.